I love this music. I love this music. Thank you very much. All right, we are back, and we are coming to the close of the Donna Show. And right now, I've been promising all hour that we were going to have a giveaway. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Get those phones out, because right now in my hand I have a $50 gift certificate to Coco Salon here in Buckhead. It's actually where I go to get my hair done. It's my favorite place. I'm so glad it was introduced to me. Again, Coco Salon. Ask for David. He's the owner. He is fabulous. And there is a laundry list of pampering things that you can do to yourself with this $50. The only thing is you have to tell him you want it from the Donna Show. So I'm going to take lucky caller number 7. That's it, number 7, and you win the $50 gift certificate to Coco Salon for pampering here in Buckhead. Here's the number: 770-226-0920. Again, that number is 770-226-0920. Call right now, and you will win this gift certificate. Okay, while you guys are calling to get pampered, I am going to have my little cooking segment, What's Cooking Good Looking, portion of the show right now before we quickly have to go to another commercial break. And today we're going to be talking about tips for baking. And the reason is because I don't bake. I am not good. That's not my strength. I am much better with sauces and creating things and pastas and heavy food, comfort foods, not baking. I will destroy already pre-made cookie dough cookies. I don't know how. It just doesn't work. And it's okay that I admit that, because, by the way, Rachel Ray is the same. She doesn't bake either. Man, the calls are coming in. Okay, so here's a couple of baking tips if you need help like me, or if you're somebody that just enjoys baking, that I thought stood out with everything else. First of all, how do you even know if your baking soda is fresh, by the way? The easiest way to test your baking soda, is just take a little teaspoon out of it and put it in some water. And if it does not fizz, and if it does not tweak around in the water, then it is too old. Okay, there you go. Test it out in the water, or as I was told, look at the expiration date. Also, another thing that you could do. We have to go to commercial break already? Yeah. Shoot. Okay, well, I guess I'll be telling you this as soon as we get back. Do not touch that dial. Baking tips coming up for people who need it like I do. Don't go anywhere. Okay, here we are, my favorite foodies, in the very last segment of the Donna Show. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you missed it, we talked to Richard Blaze. It was from an old interview, but it was a fantastic interview, one of my favorite, actually. So again, congratulations. You won Top Chef this past week. By the way, you can go and get all this information on the restaurant industry. It's one of the sources I use myself is ajc.com. Or, and then you go to the food and restaurant section, or you can simply go to accessatlanta.com, which is an entertainment AJC site as well. And you can go and get all this information there. It's where I talk, a lot of things I talked to you about come from that, ajc.com. Atlanta restaurant scene. All right, moving on. We were talking about baking because I can't do it. I'm not that good at it. I definitely cook very large portions of comfort food, and that's where my skill set is. Everybody's different. So I need to learn how to bake better. So you know what? 2 things. Number 1, anybody out there that's listening right now that has a recipe, a foolproof recipe for somebody like me to try it at home, and as a baking recipe, please send it to me. Just go to the website, thedonnashow.com, and send me your easy baking recipe. I will try it. I love cooking. It's what I do, so I'll cook it all at my apartment. Trust me, there's plenty of people that I can feed with your recipes instead of myself, since I'm now trying to lose weight on this dance diet that I talked about earlier. Oh, by the way, the dance diet thing, they are holding a huge dancing showcase at Paso Fino, the place that we are doing this dance challenge fitness thing at, and it is called the Atlanta Bachata Fest 2011, April 8th through 10th, and it is at the Melia Atlanta Hotel. There is still room for people to come and join and have a blast, so check that out if you want to. All right, getting back to baking. Here we go. Here are some baking tips. Number 1. I was already talking about this. Number 1, if you want to figure out if your baking soda is old or not, drop it in water, see if it fizzes. There's number 1. Number 2, any dessert that has fruit in it, especially maybe a shortcake of some sort and a trifle, what you can do is you can add a little bit of salt. You can add a little bit of lime juice, just a little squirt of lime juice, and you can also add some fresh mint, and it completely changes the flavor and gives it a pop to the fruit that you are using in your dessert. Now, see, that is something I can do. You can't really mess that up. Salt, mint, and a little bit of lime juice onto your fruit desserts. Take it to the next level. Here is another thing that I thought was extremely helpful, because I know it annoys me. When you're trying to mix cookie dough or dough of any kind, and it sticks all over you, and it sticks on the bowl, and half of it never even makes it to the pan because it's stuck to other stuff. Well, what you can do is you can actually spray your spoon or, excuse me, the electric mixers with a little bit of vegetable cooking spray, vegetable oil cooking spray, and guess what? The dough does not stick. Ta-da! Also, in that same family of tips, for people that like to do cookies, say you have your spoon and you're spooning out the cookie dough onto your cookie sheet, and the cookie dough is sticking to the spoon and it's sticking to your fingers as you're trying to wipe it off. Well, the tips that you can do is actually dip your spoon into milk. True, into milk, and then you do it in the cookie dough, and it just slides right off your spoon and onto the cookie sheet for baking. So there's another one. Wow, we're really done already? I'm sorry. Okay, I had so many more to talk about. Judy Cox, congratulations. You won the gift certificate to Coco Salon for your daughter's birthday. That's very sweet. You will be getting that in the mail. Thank you so much. And again, I hope God is blessing each and every one of you the way He blesses us here on the Donna Show. And my favorite foodies, I got cut off short, but it is that time, and you know exactly what to do. Get up and go eat something. Buen provecho.